My love, drink, and I'll help you relax. I promise. I had never a doubt in the world that you were a fine woman. But tell me this then. Is there not a care in your world? Not a single worry on your mind? If not, then truly, perhaps you do not need any such sweet, relaxing luxuries as this. Tell me, are you truly without worry? Here. Yes, it's good, isn't it? You thought I'd hand you something strong at this time of day? It's nectar of peach. Very sweet, isn't it? Matter of fact, it's from the orchard out here. I've told you once before you'd love this estate, but I wanted at least some shred of evidence to prove it. They say that orchard began with a single tree. It was planted by the late Baron's great-great-something-great-grandfather. Eons ago. I'm not entirely certain on the validity of the story, but such is of mere importance to me. What matters is that whatever work he claims to have done, it certainly has borne some fruit. And now, it is your estate. I told you we would be together, and I said I would find a way to make it happen. And I could have sworn, if not a single noble recognized your face at any of the parties, at any of the events, I'm more than certain that in due time they won't even know that you were ever a servant girl. No, I did not take this estate from anyone. As I said, the previous owner was a hard-working man, the good Baron Edward Lighthill. He was a very well-aged gentleman in his lifetime, mostly kept to himself, and unfortunately, he hasn't a single heir to call it his own. So when he inherited this estate after recent events, well, it dawned on him that no one was going to keep it after his death. I can assure you myself he was a good man, and so I promised him that it would go into the hands of someone of equal, if not a greater, heart. Yes, my dear. And that is why I give it to you now. Baroness. Be it a foreign title or not, however alien it feels to you now, you'll get used to it. In time, you may even find that it grows on you. Perhaps even to the point you love it. I want you to know this. I wouldn't name you any ordinary title if I was given the chance. I chose one that would be out of the way. After all, if a more influential noble does his research or inserts her nose into our business, all she'll find is a humble baroness on one of the most lovely estates in the countryside. Matter of fact, on the same land that I call my home. Not my ancestral home, no. At least not entirely. But you'll see it in a moment. Yes. Perfect timing. Allow me. There we are. Take my hand. And welcome, dear Baroness, to your new home. Do you recognize it now? If it helps, I do believe this is the same road upon which my family and I rode when we visited your home. When you and I first saw each other. Oh, so many years ago. And if I'm not mistaken, it was by that windmill down the road, where I had to reprimand a few very mature young boys who felt you a good target. Here, take my hand. I wish to show you more. Leading up this road is where your home is. Do you remember what you had told me about when you were young? Now, if you could have a home of your own, how it would look. I told you to think wildly. I told you to think as openly as you could. In your wildest, in your most mundane dreams, what would the home of your wildest dreams appear as? If I'm not mistaken, look to the sidewalk. Yes, down to the last color of petal. Amidst the sidewalk was lined in trees, flowers, and yes, some of those trees even bear fruit. And the birds are already nesting. I believe it's time we do the same. So come with me, little bird. Your home awaits. And before we go there, as we crest the incline, at the top of the hill, sure enough, there is your home. And if you look on the distance, beyond the horizon, beyond that patch of trees over there, tell me, my dear, do you recognize the small village in which you grew up? The river in which you explored? The meadows you relaxed in? Even those fields you worked in? My love, you have spent much of your life away from your home. I had told you so much about how I wished that this home, this new home, would still feel as a home to you. Look at me in the eyes now. Is this home enough for you? Perfect. I'm glad to hear that. You seem far less troubled than you were a moment ago during our carriage ride. I'm gonna take that as a sign that this truly is your new home. Or perhaps would you be against your home having a visitor? Then why don't we go inside and get you settled in, my love, my dear Baroness? What a lovely night it is. And I can't say it wasn't the least bit adorable watching you attempt to help the servants move your things in. It was... Always have a sweetheart. I love it. I know it's much, it seems. The new gowns, the accessories, the fine food, the jewelry. These, accept them as gifts. And now I want you to know, especially as I tell you about this next part. Part of my plan, I mean. Yes, I have always had a plan. It began the day you worked in my castle. The day when you helped a young boy patch up his wounds after a bad training. The day I decided to defend your honor publicly. The day my father almost sent you away, saying no king, no prince, gives his heart to a lowborn. And so I said I will make them see you are no low, common born. And with light, colors, and the most precious jewels, I will make them see the true gem that you are. And in these arms, in these, my arms for you, and only you, Will you stay? None shall remove you against your will. I want you to know this as my promise. I don't plan to keep you as only a baroness, but I want to know what your thoughts on the matter are. Are you comfortable with living in this new world? One of jewelry, raiments, and fine food. One of bitty gossips, potential rumors, and subtle secrets. Because if you are, I will make sure that nothing ever happens to you in such a world except for the best. And then, though you be an ember in their eyes now, may this, my heart, my love, and my devotion for you, ignite this ember and grow in intensity until, as a phoenix, it spreads its wings, until all the world sees you finally take flight. Then will they know you are no common woman. You never were, and so saith the king. Look at me ramble on. I love you, my dear. I look forward to see what the future has in store for us. And I look forward to the day we put a crown upon your lovely, lovely head. You already have the jewels to match. Your eyes, I mean. How I could get lost in them. Lost from gazing in them for generations. Would you come closer, my love, and let me get a better look at them? I love you. Oh, so much. The night is waning, and I should let my dear get her rest. But before you retire, will you accept one more gift from me? Hold out your hand. We cannot wear these on our fingers. Perhaps, would you wear this ring on a necklace instead? As I will. And keep it as our promise, until the day when I might say those words. I do promise myself to you. Then it is final. I am yours, and you are mine. And we will never, ever be separated.